And I would like for you to help me welcome Brother Mark Condon.
And it's good to be back in Indianapolis. Has anybody ever messed up leading worship? I mean, not just think you messed up, but I mean, you absolutely know you blew it. This past year, it was a Sunday morning, and I just had one of those days. I mean, I started out this song, it was 6/8 time, and I did a nice 4/4 time intro, and that just didn't really work out real well, and it just got worse from there, and so the more I thought about it, the worse I played, and the worse I thought and sang, and the whole morning was just a mess for me, and so we have this little family ritual that on Sunday morning we all go out to church together, or we all go out to eat together after church, and we sort of discuss what went on, in the service. And so, I've been doing this long enough now that I have a couple sons that are, now all smarter than me in music, and so we get in the car, and Jared, my son, says, "Dad, what in the world was your problem?" And then bust out in this insanely hideous laugh. And then all of a sudden, Bryce, my other son, he pipes in and says, "Yeah, Dad, this was certainly not one of your better services." And then if that wasn't enough, my wife just does this thing where she says, "Aw, honey," and that basically says you did a lousy job too. And that she was agreeing with him. And so I was acting like, it was all funny and didn't bother me, but it really bothered me a lot. And because I do take every service serious. And I know we've got guests in the room, and I don't ever want to be the one responsible for someone walking out and not finding God because I wasn't doing what I was led and called to do. And so I went home that day and sort of rested and went back that night and I just kept beating myself up over the whole thing. I think the enemy was certainly in there trying to help and did the Sunday night service again. And then after that service, I told Carol, I said, "I'm just going to go home and you guys go out to eat." And I was just going to go to bed and try to get through that day and end it, But I went in and before I went to bed, I felt like God said, "No, you can't go to bed this way. You just need to get over the piano, and you and I need to have a little time." And so I went to the piano that night. All the lights in the house were turned down, and I just went there as I've done so many times, and I feel like God just gave me a little chorus, and He just moved and breathed into that room, and I wrote this little chorus that just says, "Worshiping you, worshiping you. Oh, there's nothing else that I would rather do. I love you, Lord, yes I do. Worshiping you, oh yeah, worshiping you. You make it easy, Lord, 'cause I'm so in love with you. Worshiping you, it's my life, Lord, yes it is. Worshiping you, oh my God. There's nothing else that I would rather do. You are my everything, oh Lord, worshiping you. Oh, how I love you, God, worshiping you. Oh, yeah. You make it easy, Lord, 'cause I'm so in love with you. I long for those moments when just you and I get lost in your presence and lose track of time, where I'm overwhelmed by your glory divine, and I'm left with only one thing to do, and that's worshiping 'cause I'm so in love with you. You make it easy, Lord. Oh, my Lord, you make it easy. When I think of how you bless me, Lord, you make it easy. When I think of how you've healed me, Lord, you make it easy. Oh, yes, when you've kept me, Lord, all these years, you make it easy, Lord, 'cause I'm so in love with you. I'm in love with you, Lord. Oh, this is my life, God. I was created to worship you. I was created to love you, Lord. I long for those moments when just you and I get lost in your presence and lose track of time, where I'm overwhelmed by your glory divine, and I'm left with only one thing to do, and that's worshiping you. Oh yes, worshiping you. You make it easy, Lord. You make it easy, Lord. You make it easy, Lord, 'cause I'm so in love with you.